my beautiful king and queens. If you're looking at this video, you must have made it to another day. I thank God for your life as well as mine. Please, thank you for stopping by my channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can comment about anything that you want to talk about or that you want me to talk about on the channel. I'm always open to new ideas or anything. But today I'm coming to you and I'm going to be talking about depression. It's so much depression going on till, life is just so unfair sometimes. But it does get real. Depression is something that's very severe. It's real. It's a big issue with so many deaths going on. It's so easy to find yourself stuck in a state of depression and not know what to do and not know who to confide in. And if you need somebody, call somebody. Do not sit there. Do not sit. The help is out there. You just have to let somebody know what's going on. And please, those of you that's laughing at people that's suffering from depression or knowing somebody that's suffering from depression or because of the state that they're in, please stop laughing. I'm very ashamed and disappointed in you. That's not the way to treat somebody. The best way to handle them is be sure you get them the help that they need. I'm also gonna tell you my story, but I just wanted to tell you some things from the notes that I took. Depression can take you to a dark place in your life where you can be at the end of a tunnel where it seems like there's no light, nobody cares, nobody understands. Please don't kill yourself. Don't give up. God has a plan and a purpose for your life. If not, he wouldn't have you here. You know what I'm saying? Please hold on. There is hope. Trust in God with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Keep listening for his voice. He will lead and guide you past that darkness, and he will come out of that thing with you and hold your hand through the whole journey. Now I'm going to go into my story, and I just hope that whoever out here that's watching my channel, that you hear what I'm telling you and you understand that you're not alone. Not only are you not alone, that you can get through this, because depression is like a roller coaster. That roller coasters go up and down, up and down, up and down. They keep going up and down. The only way for somebody to know you're on that roller coaster, sometimes you have to trust somebody. You have to confide in somebody. Do not sit there, because after a while you can be in a real deep dark place and end up somewhere by yourself, and then the enemy will come in and he know you're in that spot and he's laughing. So he's like, okay, now I can get this person to take their life. If you remember Job from the Bible, Job had plenty. He had so much, and the devil knew it. So the devil thought he was just gonna come in and take everything. He stripped Job of everything he had. Long story short, Job did not give up on God, and he was in a bad, low place in his life. But he did not give up hope. There is hope for you. Somebody does care, and there is people that is willing and will help you. My story from depression is I struggled with depression for quite some time. The first time I was depressed and I realized it, I had closed myself off and I began to just read the Bible. Not only did I close myself off, my kids began to feel the same depression I was under, and they began to close themselves away. So you got to be careful when you're taking care of kids. You're the leader of that house. When you're the leader of that home, what they see and what you're feeling, they can feel it and they can see what you're feeling. So you got to be careful that you watch out for them, because you don't want your kids to end up in that same state. My mom, she's a big encourager in my life. Shout outs to her, shout outs to everybody, my friends that I closed away, that I didn't let in. I just thank you, and I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate you. I went to church. Churches was really nice. A lot of people was very kind to me because they didn't know, and it was no way of me really knowing, but today I can see that light. now that I'm in that light, I can see that I was in a deep, 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 dark place in my life, and I was struggling with my identity. I had lost myself in things. I had lost myself in happiness. I had lost myself in the world. That's a real, real dark place to be in, to be outside in the world where there's no light. And only thing that you can see is darkness. You have to get yourself some help. Do not allow yourself to get that low. I beg you, do not let yourself get that low. I'm here for anybody if they need me. You can comment at the bottom of this page. You can try to get in contact with me secretly, however you need to, but I'm here for anybody that needs my support. But as I traveled the depression journey, like I said, it was a roller coaster. I had a season for happiness. I had a season for being down. I had a season where I cried. I had a season of everything you can experience during the depression state. I was sad. I was unhappy with myself. And most of all, out of losing everything in the world of myself, I stopped loving me. I was so involved with loving other people, keeping everybody else happy, I forgot about Teisha. Upon me realizing that I had lost myself, I tried to kill myself 2 times. The first time I took an overdose with pills. That's because I didn't love me. I got up, I got myself together, I got back on that roller coaster, I stayed there, I kept fighting. The second time, I had a lot of things in life came my way, and I just couldn't deal with it. It was too much. I came home from work. Upon me walking into my house, I could hear the enemy telling me, he said, kill yourself. You're worthless. You're nothing. You will not go far if you just go ahead. Just take yourself out. You can't make it. You can't do anything. God doesn't love you. Take yourself out. I immediately went to the kitchen. I set up some knives. I took them into the bedroom. I went into the bedroom and I sat down on the side of the bed and I began to cry out. And as I began to cry out, God heard me. God was right there. He heard me crying out. And the phone rang. I fell down to my knees. I didn't answer the call, but upon me laying down there on my knees in tears, God came to me and he held me. He held me tight. He held me close. He held me the same way a man would love a woman, and he held me and he just rubbed my head and he let me know that I know you're in a dark place, but I'm here. And I'm not going to leave you nor forsake you. Don't listen to anything that enemy is telling you. I'm here with you. I will carry you through this thing if you just hold on. Do not give up. Keep on seeking me. I love you, and I'm willing to lead you throughout this thing. Just keep on. Just keep on holding on to my hand. Just take my hand and let me lead you. As I began to take God's hand and things began to change in my life, things still didn't get easy. But God brought me out of that situation where I had that knife, and I'm for sure that I was going to take that knife and I was going to end it all. But God was telling me that there's a calling, a purpose, and a plan for my life. And because of that calling, that purpose, and that plan, these kids also didn't ask to be here and they needed me. I couldn't just give up. I couldn't just give up. So I listened to that inner voice in me. I got up and I began to reach out to different people, reach out to people that could help me. I carry so much, and you never know what somebody's going through. You never know how somebody's hurting. So Just help people. Help people, man. Always look out for each other. Don't sit there and let somebody be struggling and suffering and you not help them. Because we're living in a time now where people need people, man. People need you to reach out and call them. People need you to just ring their phone. People need you to just say, hey, you're beautiful. Just give them kind words. Just give them that positive and that good energy. I also have scriptures and things that I take, and I found me a scripture and I held on to it because I had lost myself in the situation. I lost myself in loving me. So I took this, I love this scripture. I bought it, and I bought it twice, and I have it posted throughout my home. And it's from 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. It says, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, does not boast, is not proud, does not dishonor others, is not self-seeking, is not easily angered, keeps no record of wrongs, does no delight in evil, rejoices with the truth, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserve. God is real. He's so amazing. He wants to love on you. He wants to lead you. He wants to guide you. He's not going to force himself on nobody, but he will help you during these depressing times, during this time where you're losing so many people, people hanging themselves, people doing all kinds of stuff because they just can't deal with this life. This life is unfair. A lot of stuff is going on in the world. Don't give up and get off of this roller coaster that we call life. Stay on that roller coaster. You know, when you're on a roller coaster ride, if that roller coaster was to stop in the middle of that track and tell you to get off, if you get off of that roller coaster in the middle of that track, you're going to get off of that roller coaster, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to step down in something very, 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 very life-taking. And you won't be able to get your life back. So stay on the roller coaster until you can get to the end of your journey. Put God first. Let God lead you. Let God guide you. Get you a scripture to hold on to. Get you some sticky notes. Write sticky notes to yourself, encouraging yourself, reminding yourself of who you are. Sometimes that's what happens in life when we so much to others. We forget to be who we want to be. We forget to love ourselves. We forget to say, God knows I put this hair on, or I got this haircut for the men. I'm a fine, handsome, or beautiful. I'm gorgeous. Remind yourself. Get up, put on everything for you. Put your lip gloss on. Put your smile on for you. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to smile in front of a world where on the inside your heart is broke. God can heal men and he can fix your broken heart, but you have to allow him. We need to start being like those trees outside. God allowed those trees to be planted, and they grow and they grow and they grow beautifully. And the branches spring out and they grow strong. The only way that God will cut you off at the root is that's what you want. He's not planning on cutting nobody off at the root. But the only way to get rid of a tree is you have to cut it off at the root. So know that God put that life in you. He gave you life so you can live it and live it more abundantly. He wants you to live up to your purpose. He wants you to live up to the true meaning of being that beautiful person that you are. I love you. I don't want to continue to hold you. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'll be coming back with more energy talks, with more powerful understanding talks, with more daily vlogs, with everything you want to hear, more inspiration. I'm here to lift you up, not see you torn down by the enemy any longer, because you are a beautiful person, but only you have to know that. So today I just want to thank you for stopping by, and I just want to tell you, love yourself. Love yourself. Put you first. Not just put you first, but put God above you and allow God to live in you. Once he live in you, you'll always put yourself first along with that love from God. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.